Starting from the right here, we got a Dragon Slayer, single Dragon Slayer, redirector and stuff like that. We have 40 Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, full command. We got the Anvil of Doom. We have 40 Hammerers, full command with a Lord and a Battle Standard Bearer thing.
Pretty badass Battle Standard Bearer.
Yeah, my buddy gave that to me. Got 40 Longbeards with full command, 2 Grudge Throwers, a cannon.
Cool.
And some miners to be deployed at a later turn.
Alright, so 3,000 points. On my side, I got dogs, 2 chariots, 23 Chaos Warriors of Khorne, halberds, full command with the BSB right there. Then another chariot, War Shrine marked Tzeentch, 23 Warriors of Nurgle, halberds, full command, and then the general, again, he is right here. Okay. Level 2 Tzeentch on a disc, doggies, 4 Skull Crushers of Khorne with Musician and Standard Bearer, Exalted of Tzeentch on a disc, and then another 4 Crushers with Musician and Standard Bearer.
Woo!
And terrain-wise, we have Magic Circle. We found out this was a wild wood because I placed one of my dogs in there, so the first turn they're probably going to get destroyed.
It might be end of movement phase, so it might be good. Or is it beginning?
It's at the end of the movement phase.
Okay, so you're good as long as you move out.
As long as I move them out, they're fine. Yeah. Regular building, regular forest, the regular fence in front of it. And then, again, Tower of Blood like last game.
Woo!
And we got Battle for the Pass. Alright, be back after the first turn.
The Dwarf turn 2, I moved my Dragon Slayer up to within the tower, expecting the wolves to charge me, which we'll go over later. I believe they either stayed or moved up just a couple inches. My Hammerers kind of pivoted just to face this mess of chaos. They moved up like half an inch. Shooting, I targeted his hero with the Wrath and Ruin so that it couldn't fly.
Bastard.
It's coming from a war machine, so I might just lock it down all game. My artillery did absolutely nothing. I think I killed 2 Chaos Warriors.
Yeah, from this unit.
But my cannonball stopped about an inch short from this guy. Which is unfortunate. And on to Chaos.
Well, as you can see, the dogs did charge his Dragon Slayer. Whiffed every attack. Got 2 of them that died. Even with Hatred, they still didn't kill it or even do a single wound. And ended up fleeing 9 inches from the slow-ass stubby dwarf who did not catch him.
I had to pursue because I'm frenzied, or else I wanted to go for the chariots.
Yep. So we're expecting him to just swing around on a tendon and come after the back of the chariots here. Everybody else just moved up. Chariots, warriors. The big block here of Nurgle with the general went into the building. The sorcerer, level 2, moved up a little bit. Dogs moved up to kind of block the, what are the hammers?
Hammers, yep.
Yeah, the hammers. And then my Skull Crusher unit moved up to get ready to pound the crap out of them.
Converge the Longbeards.
And obviously, they kind of just sat there. Magic phase, yay. I got off Magnificent Bubo, or attempted to cast Magnificent Bubos and Treason Tzeentch, both of which got dispelled.
Yep. And
then failed to cast Cloying Quagmire and Infernal Gateway. I think I got 8.
You got
dice.
8. I take 1.
Yep.
So it's 7 to
4.
8.
Oh yeah, you get plus 3.
I get plus 3 and still 1, yeah.
So that's about everything there. Alright, so off to turn 3.
Dwarf turn 3. We'll start over here with my Dragon Slayer. He failed his Leadership 10 Frenzy test, so we had to charge the wolves, which made it away. And then they fled on their turn. My miners showed up over here.
And then
the rest of my stuff just kind of shuffled forward. We'll get into all this on Germ's recount. So I used my anvil to charge my miners at his sorcerer,
who fled.
Made it away. Let's see here. My cannon took out 2 Skull Crushers.
Yes. 2 Skull Crushers.
My Grudge Throwers did nothing.
No, they scattered off.
Yeah, Grudge Throwers did nothing. And that is it for the Dwarves.
Alright, so Warriors Chaos turn. They decided they wanted to flee a bit farther, but just barely, not enough to flee off the board. Dog moved up. 3 chariots, and my Warriors unit charged these guys, which you'll see a picture of, still frame, of the death count.
Killed 21.
Which is also right there. 21 guys. Let's see, other movement. These guys come out of the building to try and jumpstart them. He rallied after his flee. He charged into the big unit of hammers. Both my Crusher units went into the Longbeards.
I lost 12 and did 3 wounds back.
3 wounds, yeah.
With 31 strength, 6 attacks.
Magic phase, I ended up attempting. I think first one I attempted was Curse of the Leper on the Longbeards.
Yeah.
And then that was dispelled.
Yeah.
And then I attempted Magnificent Boobos on his BSB and rolled double ones. Which ended my magic phase. Awesome. Shooting phase. This big guy decided to be a retard and shoot magic resistance on the Warriors again.
Same buff.
Same buff. Did nothing for me. Other than that, the
challenge was between the Dwarf Lord and the hero. I did 1 wound to him.
Did no wounds back.
I was wounding on 2s and rolled 3 and got 1 wound. Broke him, couldn't catch him, but overran into the Skull Crushers.
He moved 5. Notice how far he went?
Yeah.
He moved 5, and there's going to be another still of the 5-5, -1 for the Dwarves.
Yeah.
So they had a 4 technically.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So then their 4 inches actually moved them into the flank of the Skull Crushers. So next turn it'll be interesting. Alright, so on to turn 5?
Turn 4. So Dwarf turn 4. I got my little Dragon Slayer, turn around, come back, try to do something, which he won't, but that's alright. That combat didn't go well. We'll go over that in a second. So shooting, so that was the only movement I had. Shooting, put a cannon through the sorcerer on the disc's face.
Who's gone?
He evaporated. Both Grudge Throwers missed. And then the Anvil of Doom was trying to limit movement to this unit. But it rolled a 1, of course.
He's on his side.
And it got the result where it can't function this turn or next. So that's fantastic. The combat went well. We killed the 1 Skull Crusher unit, but couldn't overrun to this one because my unit was in the way. So I reformed to face the oncoming threat there, and reformed what little Longbeards I have left to face the 2 Skull Crushers. This combat went terrible. Didn't even do a wound, I don't think, and just got decimated.
You did 1 wound.
I did 1 wound. Woohoo! They overran within scant millimeters of the Anvil of Doom, but it's Warriors of Chaos last turn, so they're coming in there. Not good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, from that turn I had 4 dwarves left that broke. They ended up right here.
Just barely enough movement for the Warriors to be able to declare a charge.
Yeah.
With the ability to wheel just enough to get past. So they had auto flee redirected into the little guys right there. The little Anvil of Doom. Dogs just kind of moved up there. Chariots rotated. Not really going to be able to do much over there. Other than that, everything else has been covered. He fled. So on the next turn, I'll be able to rally him. I'm going to be a little pansy and be unchaosy and take these guys, since it's my last turn, and plop them into the building since they're like 800 points. And I don't want to face that, which will probably decimate me. Especially since half of me will be in the woods and not have steadfast.
Yeah.
So that would just not be good. But I will get most likely those points if I am lucky. Impact hits and BSB attacks and whatnot. and then I did get the points for that big dwarf unit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what goes on.
End of turn 4. We're just gonna call it just because it's been 3 hours and trying to practice up for a tournament. So those Warriors Chaos last turn. They so he charged my Warriors, the 3 left, the 4 left, but it was 3 because we had to take the Standard Bearer away to make them flee, redirect into the Anvil of Doom with his chariot. Also, they'd end up doing 3 wounds total, but you need to do 5 to kill it, so it stayed somehow, miraculously. The 3-up armor saved helped. Let's see. He moved his unit into the building.
Yeah, the Nurgle guys went out of the unit or into the building rather than go out against that.
Which I don't blame him. 40 hammers.
A Lord and a freaking BSB.
Yeah. He rallied his hero. Magic. He rolled a 3 for magic. I took 1, so I had like 6 to his 2. So he said, "Why even bother?" Didn't even cast anything.
Yeah. I think shooting.
Oh yeah.
Here got the warrior unit double 6s, so they had the 4-up ward
And
stubborn, which didn't really freaking matter.
Yeah.
But
And then finally, this combat here, he killed 6. I did 4 wounds. He saved all of them. But I was still steadfast because I have a rank and he does not, and I was within range of 10 leadership rerollable. So they weren't going anywhere. So it ended up being 515 to 425 victory points draw, but I'm up by 90. So good game, Trev. Yep.
Yeah, that was a close one. That was a close one.
If we would have played it out, I think Germ would have had me. Because I think he would have easily taken... Well, not easily, but I think he would have taken that.
I think one more turn, you wouldn't have had much to do. You would have... This group could only really charge this guy. You could try for this.
I think I would have swift reformed and cleaned up something over here. Because you're coming off the board and coming back on, so I have plenty of time to charge either of these.
Yeah, because if we went all the way through 6 turns...
So I'd probably go for that because that'd be a lot more points. I'd easily take that with that.
I couldn't... Yeah. I wouldn't be able to flee because they were still frenzied.
Yeah. I would never get you out of the building because I think you're stubborn in a building, no matter what.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is what the battlefield looks like. Crushers and Longbeards.
Yep.
And my Exalted, who didn't actually do his War Machine hunting because I decided to be dumb and throw him into a freaking entire unit of hammers.
It was worth the trust.
Somehow he still survived and got away with his 5 fucking movement. War Machines all kind of just did their thing.
They didn't do much.
They really do much.
Sorcerer.
Yeah.
I guess it technically won me the game, but
that did win you the game.
Didn't kill anything else, so.
But whatever. Yeah, these guys kind of hid and shot stuff with plague spells and whatnot, and then the MVP of the game.
Did we count the 30 points for the dogs?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, chased off the dogs like Dags.
And
then just kind of sat there. Guess what? All right. Anyways, see y'all next time.
Peace out.
Peace.